Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. S is Cannon here with another video for Kentucky Route Zero. Today, I guess we're going to be jumping into limits and demonstrations, which I guess is one of the interludes in between episodes. And we're going to be hitting that, and then probably going into Act 2, just knocking both out together. And that's kind of how we're going to be doing things, kind of going forward. Doing the interlude, and then also doing the next act until we ultimately get through all five. But if you recall, we were searching for Route Zero and trying to get to, I believe it was like Doggy Drive Road, someplace that was apparently we've never been to. We're a delivery service for an antique shop. We ran into a few interesting people, and now that we're, I guess, going to be on this road that we have never heard of before, who knows what we're going to run into. But let's start with limits and demonstration to see what this is actually about. All text, limits and demonstrations. A Lula Chamberlain retrospective. Marking the first major public showcase of our work in over 20 years, this retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain comprises a digital slice through time, space, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. They represent a range of scale and impact, from the intimate warmth of Vetric's texture fetch to the infamous visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of over 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Galleries and museums balked the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they described the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and verticals of her inherent home life, and the beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trace the extremes of our capabilities and frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? Alright. Let's look at these works. Alright, Basement Puzzle number 2. Artist Sunset and Horse, 1976, plaster and wire. Oh, it's Emily. It's the three that were playing that board game in basement. That Joseph was definitely like, "There's no one down there. The dark was playing tricks on you." Read the cover of these books. Yeah, it's kind of hard to. I wish we could get a little closer. I don't think they're real books. No, they're real. Look, that one says. No, you're right. It's just scratched up cardboard. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. That is kind of sad. Hard. Interesting. Title code. Overdubbed Namjoon pink insulation in the style of Edward Packard. 1965, 1973, 1980. Magnetic tape, handheld tape, playback head, speaker system, voice of the artist, computer synthesized speech. Oh, I read about this one. It's interactive. Yeah, but what's it about? It's an installation by a different artist made of audio tapes, and then she took it and recorded over all the tapes with her own sounds. You can listen to it by running the tape playback head around it on it. Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle. As ball drives the playback head against him, a woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. We start in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. I am in the office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang over. The door is ajar. I know Joseph. I've heard about Donald. A massive computer looms in the corner. There are some punch cards on the floor. It's the name of recordings. Splice awkwardly into the tape, lists out options in monotone. The examiner card Rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. Let's examine the cards. Problem is the play I had in a strip of tape. I inherited in the holes punched through these cards in the first draft of the poetic subsystem. I can't read punch cards by sight, no, can I? I think. Anyway, this version was pretty underwhelming. To leave room, let's activate the computer. Let's on the computer. Problem is the play I had to another strip of tape. So loud, I love it. I am now holding 2 punch cards. On one of them, Joseph has scribbled a note, caves. The other is blank. They were talking about the caves. Look at the caves. There was a message saying, we gotta get the caves. We gotta uncover what's going on in the caves. And he was just like, we're on a dirt trail in the park, or, well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail. It's more like a tendency. They tend to be fewer plants here on the path we've been walking. Now we're walking at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock and the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donna are following a rope down to the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs. So do I. To enter the cage, rotate 65 degrees left and advance 4 inches. Wait, that's the only choice? Yeah, that's the end of that one. So 65 degrees, 4 inches. That's the last trip, so everything down here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture. to rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word. Rotate until let's regret. It's late morning now. I'm sitting at my desk on my lunch break. This is the last recording I'll make of this tape, and then I'll drop it into the mail tomorrow, and then who knows. I've been recording onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened, so here's the story. The first time I moved to Mexico, I stayed there for 3 years, and I had no contact with either Joseph or Donald in that whole time. They each thought I'd done it to spite them. Maybe I had in part, but I don't think they ever appreciated the community I had in Mexico, or... Anyway, when I came back, I didn't call them or visit the university. I ran into Donald completely by chance at a hardware store. He asked me why I hadn't called, and I told him it hadn't occurred to me. So I'm almost out of tape, I guess. I'll just let it run out while I eat. You know what? Yeah, that's... I'm done. Do you feel done? I don't. You want to do... Fine, is there anything you want to do more? No, that's the end of this tape strip. I don't think we ever reached this long one at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? I mean, I won't tell anyone. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. Think of our work, our research. You'll die in those damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. This is why Joseph isn't at the caves anymore. Because he was like, no, you can't go in the caves. We'll go deeper. That's all they'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They're not. They'll find you. But not me. I'm going back to the surface. That's why I met Joseph at the gas station. Stop. Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too. But I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon. I'm heading down the zero. You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine, Lula. It only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Oh. Oh. Well. Rustling paper in this way, pieces. What the fuck is this? The card. Visage. 1984. Unknown media. What is this made of? It's a mystery. It looks like ribbon, bandages. Oh, have you seen The Invisible Man? It's slice of visage to build a visage, a puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it. I've seen, and in which case, I've learned. TV said I can discern electronic bell. Vertex texture fetch. 3D television, spin it, cat home, Ray 2, 1968, found material. Nice plant. That's a nice plant. It is a pretty nice plant. Yeah, but... Art. So much. Alright, when's the last time you went into like a gallery or something? I actually went to a gallery not a couple months ago. So it was actually pretty cool. It's been a long time since I like done something like that, so it was nice to see it. Title card: spinning coin, suspended, correcting for an angular motion. 1976, found material. Coin like in the computer. Strangely alive. Yeah, like it's about to fall over. Yeah, like the whole thing's gonna fall over. Yeah, kind of anxious, right? I feel like we startled it, and now this is an uncomfortable pause. Let's use the materials. Limits and demonstrations. Alright, so that will bring us back to this, but I think we've seen all the exhibits, right? So yeah, I guess I'm ready to go. Yeah, you know the grind never stops. You always gotta get back to work. I feel like I don't know at all what that was. That was definitely art. I'll tell you what. If there's one thing that was definitely art. You take it as you will. I'm going to act you before I say anything worse. Art was definitely in that location. Office workers talking. Lula Chamberlain, location. Oh, we know her now because of that. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagine Architectural and an annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total. And regrettably, we can award only one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we've established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists in architecture reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, Architect, Gaston Trust for Imagine Architecture. Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Your Robert. How do I do this? Personally, I'm not gonna ball it up and throw it away. Especially not here because it's like you're doing it at work. Cause like I'm not gonna let them know about any of that. So yeah, I would fold it up and put it in my handbag. Get rid of it later. Proposals. So what's in the proposal folder? Well, the source your documents, all printed in fading letterhead, reading Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Site, hospital, proposed use, auto dealership. Site, distillery, proposed use, graveyard. Site, basketball court, proposed use, a kennel. 2. Distillery is still active, but scaling down operation to less than half of site. Distillery built on top of graveyard originally. Hybrid distillery graveyard could share resources. Chapel once repurposed, and the bottling factory could be repurposed into chapel. Well, we gotta turn it back. Yeah, endorse. So, on inside 3. Yeah, let's we'll go to the hospital. Hospital closed due to repeated sanitation violations. Auto dealership sanitation requirements comparatively lax. Small operating rooms could be repurposed into offices. Large cubicle-style administration offices could be repurposed into showrooms. So they turn the hospital into an auto dealership because the hospital keeps having sanitation violations. And that's something you definitely don't want in a hospital, right? You need that shit to be clean at all times. So they're failing sanitation wise, so there's a good chance that they're not actually helping people. There's a lot of sickness is probably going around being spread accidentally and such just because they're not keeping things clean. I mean, it's like they're probably not keeping their tools clean then as well. And yeah, no. Yeah, they're an auto dealership now. Stamp. This guy. He definitely has been working. He's definitely working for out. Rick clears his throat. Busy? Buried. Yikes. Hey, Lila. Did you get my note about the proposal? Yeah, I just finished them. Oh, great. Okay, I'll tell Diana. I think she was waiting on. I don't know. So how did your application go? I was in the mail room and I saw you got a letter back. Thought I didn't even try. I just saw. That's fine, Rock. I'm not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? Office life. Am I right? Man, I'm glad I've never been in that situation before. Act 2, Scene 1. I've never worked in like an office and situation sort of thing. The Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Oh. Always gotta go to blue first. Did you get a good rest in the truck? Yeah, so we gotta walk so much, Blue. But you could both use the exercise. Hey, you know. Shannon! Yeah, that's right, Shannon's innocent. Yeah, maybe someone points in the right direction, because I have no idea where we're going. Yeah, it looks like they're still open. Must be the night shift. What do you think they do here? There's a fishing set? What are they fishing? What do you think? I'm not really sure what this place is. When I got my electrician's license, I had to go to this government building in Frankfurt, kind of low to the ground, a bit older. Didn't really look like this place, I guess, but they all had that same feel. Bureaucracy in the air, too much concrete. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? Yeah, this is kind of weird, because it's like, why are these boxes like in these cans and it's like... Yeah, I don't know. And then like there's this, like I said, this fishing pole over here. Why is this fishing pole doing here? We're inside the route, but we're outside this building. Oh yeah, very poetic. Yeah, I'm really great with words. Maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. Look at this barrier. End of the line. Yeah, maybe it's still under the Shushkin. Well, work seems to have stopped for the moment. Oh, my leg is still janked. Of course it is. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need someone to look at that underground river flowing. There's an underground river, I see. Can I fish? I sure would like to fish right now. Sure would love to fish. So I can't go downstairs. Not yet, at least. At least not over there. Oh, there's a bell. Can I go? Nope, can't go down there. Concierge. I sure would like to... Blue, wash the truck. Good job, Blue. Like Blue. Receptionist. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. Or actually lost. Alright, oh, you're lost. So you're not the... Sorry, honest mistake. I mean, I guess. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, but you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery. You know, the distillery is actually about to become half a graveyard. A graveyard distillery. Yeah, and what do those boys look like? They look like me? You never seen the boys from Hard Times? Just listen to that song, Paramore. Yeah. Well, count your blessings. They cut a grim profile. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking for Dogwood Drive. No one seems to know where that is. Yep, and that continues to be true. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. Map clerks. But first, we got to get you in the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now let's see. Ruga's book proofreading drafts all afternoon, and Juan is out of sight. Let me take some calls and we see if anyone's free. There's some books over there in the waiting area, or just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? I think these TVs. Television is playing what looks like a nature documentary, and a hermit crab scuttles across the beach. Its shell is an aqua shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. And you know how those hermits do. Television find a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest: a scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm but curiously fragile. It stole hair from young girl. Oh, Marianne's back. Oh good, I thought you left. What? If you could see me. People can be so impatient, you never... okay. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor reviewing some diagrams. Oh, yeah, I saw some of her work. The elevator is just back to the left there, 5th floor. So, back like here to the left? I'm gonna guess. Thank you. Oh, this is the waiting area. Oh, there she is. There she is. And there's a Rick. I like these books. What are you reading over here? 3 books are piled on the table. A service manual for a sewage pump, some architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese deaf haiku. And I'm always retrieving from the bottom of the sack. What's an envelope? The envelope reads Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures or ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Oh no. How am I gonna do something about his leg? What if we have to go? Like, what if we gotta get the hell up out of there? Careful, cheerful, tiny elevator music. That might get cut out. She's on the 5th floor. But I can go to other floors? Clerk's office. It's me. Rex like, oh, what are you guys? Hello. Anyone else? Maybe I shouldn't have came here because he is right there. Looking for Lula Chamberlain? Oh no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort the paperwork first so you don't waste the name of Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to Clerk Madison about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. Wait a minute. Rick? Is it Rick? Are these 2 Ricks? Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent... Last 5? I don't think I have 5 permanent addresses. Oh, my sheet has 5 address boxes and it says to fill everything out. Maybe if you fill out a transient sub-sheet, we can still get it processed. Go talk to Clerk Bohem and he'll get you set up with one. Clerk Bohem's just over there in the corner. Half it out. Not bureaucracy. Howdy, there, transient sheet, no problem. You don't just do some papers on his desk. Have it out. It opens a few folders and quickly opens the folders and closes. Nope. Looks like I'm out, but I know where there are some back in the archive. You'll have to put in a special request with Clerk Matchman. She's the document Caesar. Straight back at the end of the office here, but a file cabinet. You know what? Let's play it around. Let's see what. Okay. It's like, we want you to talk to everyone. Document request. On transient subsheet, please. Have it help. Please just put your requisition and form in the inbox and I'll get to it as soon as requisition form. Yes, you don't have one? Shouldn't be a problem. There's quite easy to fill. Just add Clerk Manson and she'll get you started. I just want to see how far is this loop gonna go. Organization before is no problem. I just need your ingestion card to go and outgo. Listen, I don't have an ingestion card yet. Oh no, okay. Just go talk to the clerk one first. Okay, so one. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I've. All right. I think we've made the loop. Enough times. We've seen the wheels of a bureaucracy in its full form, right? Because this is how it always is. So let's see what we can get. Lula, she's in the middle. There, the cardigan. This, this. Didn't you do all that art in that one museum? Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth. Well, you made it eventually. You like you said, I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. Yeah, art reception going in the right direction. This concrete bunker and office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? I'm looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on a Dogwood Drive? That was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. I had a few roommates, so we all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing at Zero? It causing weird, but yeah, a gas station attendant also told us that I need to take the Zero to get here. Gas station attendant. I see. A friendly blind man about my age, hangs out with an old cat, likes to pretend he's a poet. I mean, yeah, his name's Joseph. You know him? Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course. And now he's implicated you, quite inconsiderately. And in your condition, it's appalling. Oh, wait. Still, okay. This is getting. I just need to get the Dogwood Drive. I just gotta make this delivery. That's the only thing I'm here for, to get my job done. I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. Yeah, first of all, bitch, get over yourself. What my fault is taking it back. It was like, calm down. We did. We just need to get through. You drawing all this shit out. Just calm. Who cares? Well, I guess it's fair. All right, maybe I can help you for Joseph. I don't give a shit about John. Dogwood Drive. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They renamed all the streets. You see, too many streets with the same name. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases, and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity. So it proclaims an error, name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large Leaf Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have in abundance here. The computer? The computer have it? Computer. Oh, that's all handheld off-site. Handled off-site. We write up a formal request for analysis, provide the necessary data, and then send the whole thing out by courier. So first you'll need the data. I expect you'll find the road name change log in archives and records for floor. It'll be filed under 0 for autonyms, probably, or G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Oh, so I gotta do all this work. Wait, this is your job. We're going up. You know what? This elevator music is probably fine. Archives and records, 4th floor. 4th floor, archives and records. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it really is just a bear. It's dangerous. Why is there a floor that's just bears? Do they work there? Are they investigated, or are they that's just their habitat? They just live there now. Documents. Oh, documents. That's a mess. Okay. Take a look through this logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. Small logbook has a smart letter cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside cover. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Let's look at the inside front cover. Documents that please do not transfer any more records from the storage until we've got new file cabinets and we're up to F, and that's what we'll have to do for now. And instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letter A, B, C, D, E, or F, or activities most likely to involve research and studies beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, brakes, etc. But air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, pollution. What's on the back cover? Failing antique shops folder missing. Listed check in on page 63, but not present. Is our antique shop failing? I mean, I guess it could be. I guess I don't really understand. I don't know the state. Starting in the middle, page 14. A single document relating to a coal mining operation was checked out and back in several different people within a few hours. Wrong page. Several documents relating to the sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, baseball field, alleys, and parking lots. Check in. Failing antique shop. Monday, 3 p.m. Signee, Ed Boom. Nothing. I mean, half of these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest are all from first few letters of an alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O or G or an S. Maybe the clerk knows somewhere else we can look. I just wanna log over here. Got all these files. Secret door back here. So I gotta go back to clerk to inform them that it's not down there. Okay, our office is down on the first floor. Back to the clerks. Bears! they're waiting for someone to come through that door. Anyone. Oh no, beer. Oh no, this is what all the sitcoms and the movies and TV show are all like. It's always you need this file, but to get that file you go there to get this file, do that file, you need that file, you need this file filled out. It's like, oh, you got the wrong file filled out. You're supposed to have that one filled out. No, that's A. We need a B. It's like no, not B. B1. That's completely different than B. They're completely different files, and that's how it always goes over and over and over again. And it turns out you've been there for 12 hours and you didn't do what you needed to do because it was filled out in black ink and they'd done it blue ink. But not specifically in any blue. It had to be specifically cobalt blue ink made with a number 1 pen. Yeah, we don't make those. Yeah, you have to get that from overseas. It's always some shit like this. Some bullshit that makes you go circle in circles. Well, the Bureau reclaimed it. Alright, moved into a new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit of a process with the cathedral not so long ago, can you believe it? And then the Bureau reclaimed it, and the old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activities. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Marianne, the receptionist, to give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in the small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. I definitely need to get this leg taken care of because I can't be limping all over the place, especially in some new location that I've never been to before, just in case, I gotta get in the wind. So, small neighborhood east edge of Bowling Green. Yeah, we'll definitely go take care of each other. Yeah, I'll definitely go get my leg taken care of. I could go to the other thing just to see him, but let's go see. I want to see diagrams. Just in case, like, when we come back and I'll have a chance. I want to go in this bear. Maybe the bears. The bears are just like, hey, welcome. Yeah, what can we help you with? And it's oh no, we're just bears. We have a stalag blank. A record skipping. Great, measuring angles plus protection. Can I help you? Don't answer that. I'm extremely busy with this charge. Maybe we're not going to fight help you. They're probably just looking at cat pictures. So with that record play, let's see if I can Don't. Hey. Yeah. No. Get me the fuck out of here. Beethoven. Yeah. The Beethoven down? Well, that's not making it in the final cut. Beethoven? This sounds like really funny on generic nonsense. Let's go ahead and get on up out of here. Also, where were you gonna drive? Oh, the Marianne. Be sure to be, what is this place? There's another office, lady. Just another job. Yeah, you came out of conjugation to set up your office? I wasn't here for that, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. Still, I wouldn't judge until I've seen everything. They got a new church now. The Bureau set it up for them out in some of their old storage space. I'm sure it's very nice. Go see it for yourself. Just get back on the zero and drive until you hit the crystal. Then turn around. It'll make sense when you get on the road. You can handle it. So, you drive until you hit the crystal. As soon as you hit the crystal, make a U-turn, and it's right there. So that means I won't see it on my way to the crystal, but I have to get to it, turn around, and then it will appear. What the fuck is this place? Oh no. I definitely need to get my leg fixed. My leg gotta be fixed. Blue! Blue. You wouldn't believe it, girl. It's crazy in there. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. They have no. They get back in the truck. Alright. Where are we on to zero? I know. Let's go this way. This is probably the way that we came. Maybe to zero. Oh. That's a crystal. That's the way that we need to go. Self-storage. I'm looking for, 65. What else? Any chance workshop? No, not that. Nah. Get back on 65 heading north and data not that. I thought we just still don't know where that is. I know where the zero on ramp is. What? Oh, I have extra stuff. What the hell is this? Bureau of Secret Tourism. Historic and interpreted soon. All directions start from the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. River tunnels. Those are a series of by another word, arteries. Arterials, I don't know. Excavated by runoff from the underground river, which long ago evaporated. Now the tangled vessels of marooned echoes. Drive clockwise until you reach the fetter. Pause for a moment to consider the cave walls. Reverse direction and drive counterclockwise until you hit the birdhouse. Now turn around again and you're almost upon it. To return, simply find the fetter again and turn around. Thanks for going. A gallery of miscellaneous features of abandoned and lonely highways of American industrial design shifted in the gaze of intangible. Drive counterclockwise toward the TV. When you reach the TV, drive clockwise to the antenna. Now turn around again and head just past the board. To return to the bureau, find the TV again and again turn around. Mineral Springs. Mineral Springs radiate with vigor of sweet youth from the posts of the cave walls. Its sweet dampness evaporating from the recollecting on the ruddy feathers of the rejuvenated bathers. Drive clockwise to the feather, then come back to the talon. Turn it in, and there you are. To return to the bureau, find the feather, turn around. As a gentleman recommended as a site for meditation and introspective labyrinth through which one walk will concern slowly like a breathing exercise. Drive clockwise to the Scarecrow, the Deep Valley. It's just happy hitchhiking. There's a whole bunch of varying things. What is this? Maintenance record. Oh, for tram. But field notes don't actually have. I'm specifically looking for the place, right? I don't need self-storage. I need what's these eats? Can I go to sleep? Take a nap, take a nap cease. I can't go on a crystal. We're just gonna go somewhere. Alright, let's. How many self-storage is supposed to be here? Self-storage is where the church is, right? So I came around the crystal, turn around. And, well, I sure would like this place. Can I go to the crystal? Right. 192, I clicked it. What does that mean? What's happening? I don't want to go to self-storage. I would like to fix my leg. Are you gonna make me go to self-storage first? And then I come back? What the hell is happening? 8192. This road is different. Yeah. It's the bureau. The jaws. That's terrifying. The bat wings. So this is the cactus? The lightning bolt. We're lost in the sauce. The sandwich. There's a brick in that sandwich. I don't know if you're biting it out. Yeah, so hindering. The Godot Ray. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. The bottle. It's gotta. Sometimes we'd be hitting it. The TV. No. The sea. No. Now it's like what else? There's so many there. The pipe organ. I'm like, how many of these are there? Oh, back at the crystal. Alright, back to the bureau. Yeah, now I'm actually kind of interested in this. I was like, oh shit, it's actually kind of cool. Go to the crystal. Guess you gotta wait for it to do that. To swap. Go to the 8192. I'm just gonna go sell stuff. So I don't know where or how to get to the doctors. Act 2, Scene 2. St. Thomas Church. A lot of places, a lot of things. Shannon. Is that it over there? I don't see it. Congregation. Hey, it's out there hours. Let's see what the janitor knows, I guess. Hey, oh, here for the night mass. Where's the congregation? I guess this must look pretty strange. A church without a congregation. When they first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, too, on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled. Once folks started to see it as a thing that was falling apart, they lost the center of gravity and just started wobbling. Then the preacher stopped coming too, but he left his old tapes. Same with the organist, and I found some old essays in the bureau archives, photos of people in churches, so I keep it running. You do what you have to, right? Alright. Yeah, we all got a job. Work is play for immortal stakes. That's the title of the evening homily, in fact. So I guess if you folks aren't here for the mass, you must be looking for some old bureau records. I moved them down to unit C315 to make room for the mass. It's down at the other end of the building. Same floor. I need to get the night mass started, but you can borrow my keys. I'll go, you wait here, rest your leg. You're looking kind of pale. Nice lady. Well, I better get this running. Everybody's just playing an old tape machine. Yeah, your whole family Catholic? Oh, no, we're not religious. I just watched and listened while the congregation did all this stuff, and I probably don't understand as much of it as you might think anyway. I know how to run the overhead projector and the tape player. At least I know enough to keep it going, right? Yeah, how do you... I like working here. It's okay. I don't really know what else I would do. I used to play a lot of card games, in high school. Some of my friends went to college, but most of them just got jobs. Maybe in a few years we'll be hanging in the bars, playing darts or something. You're not allowed to play cards in the bar because it looks like gambling. My leg is killing me. I bet everyone's telling you to go see a doctor. Hey, I get it. Too expensive. My dad cut his arm pretty bad on a job, but he stitched himself back up because we didn't have health insurance. But then his hand didn't work very well, and he got pretty depressed, and eventually he just sort of... Well, I guess I don't know what he should have done. Who knows, right? So this is like a hobby? If you asked me what my hobbies were, I'd say card games, science fiction, and perceptive geometry. But I run the slideshow, I play the tapes, and I don't get paid for it. I take it pretty seriously, but nobody's telling me I should. Is that a hobby? Seems like there ought to be a more serious word for it. Okay, that's it. Next, there are some rituals that you and I aren't allowed to participate in, I don't think. And I don't remember the minute. Rituals? I got it. We're just talking about work and hobbies. What? I found what we came to get. The file and street name changes. You don't look good. Let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out, and then maybe we should go see that doctor the clerk recommended. We should definitely go see that doctor. Thing is, I don't know how to get to the doctor. That's cool. Turn out the lights sort of thing. That's nothing like that. Here's the thing. How the fuck do I get to the doctor? Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg's stuck. Shit, okay, I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Alright, can you put any weight on it? Wait, why are we going back in time? Oh man, look at it. Can you hear it? Yeah. What happened? Oh no, he collapsed. I think he blacked out. We mumbling with the old man from the old man we met. Yeah, I think I need to see that doctor. Yes, you do. Dan's writing the doctor's card. How do we get to this address from here? I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between here and there. The bureau's the only way I know. Some of these folks do it all the time. Commuters. Just go back the way you came, find a crystal, and then turn around. Yeah, I got no clue how to traverse the zero. Is that good? Is that bad? There's a crystal. Who knows how this place works? Bureau. Act 2, Scene 3. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Oh, right here again. Here's the thing. I don't know how the hell to get to where's supposed to be going? You need to get to the interstate 65. We've filed your papers, so you're in our system now. I can process you whenever you're ready to go back. Just let me know. A few more things to see down here, I'd say. So, like, I kind of know how... I know where I'm supposed to go. I just have no idea how to get to the doctor. Not a single clue. It would be great if I could help Conway's, you know, leg. And like I said, it could be real neat, so we might have to get in the wind. And, it's gonna be real hard to get in the wind with a busted leg. It really comes down to how the hell do I find this doctor? Jaws. This is cool. The bat wing. I'll turn around and I go back and we're gonna hit the Jaws again. Wait, Scarecrow. Rowboat. Alright, new locations. Deja vu. The casket. I don't know what this is. Diesel engine reverberates. That's odd. What? Just, you know, deja vu. Yep. I feel like I'm embarrassed when that happens. Like I'm in a play, but I don't know my lines. Oh well. Well. Okay. Alright. You know. So, yeah, sometimes you just... Wait a minute. I've been here before. Right? This is, eerie. Kinda eerie. Creepy. Watching. What are they watching for? The bat feeder. I don't think that's where I need to go. The pendulum. I should pay some more attention to this. This pure guitarism. Okay. Go clockwise to the feather. Then come back to the talon, turn again. They are. So we go to the feather, to clockwise, to the feather. The animal bones. Oh, well, I found the tunnels. On accident, narrow into the right and then to the left. Let's go left. Conway heading left. Counter enter crest pass the passenger into the right, then onto the left. Let's keep going left. It's going right around the left. Stepping in a large open room, the glow of the moss zone was blinding. Left! The narrow tunnel leads into the right and then to the left. Close your eyes. I've seen what I came to see, and now I'm getting the hell out of there. The casket. I don't remember a casket being a part of it. I guess at some point I'm going to have to turn around. Hit the animal bones. Go to the pendulum, turn back around. Hit the animal bones, turn around again. Go past the pendulum. Let it swing. Let it swing! Row, row, row your boat. Bad feeder. Let's be real. I'm just randomly turning it around at different locations just to see what happens. So you know you'll pass the bad feeder, right? You see. That makes me wonder if I go to sleep, like what's gonna happen? What do these Z's mean? What's it gonna do? I have no idea, but I'm currently lost. I don't understand it. I'm not equipped enough to do this. Alright. We're in a new location now. I feel like if I go to the casket and turn around, I'm gonna end up at the bat feeder again. So let's see if we hit the scarecrow. Oh, we heard the scarecrow go off. Bat wings. How am I gonna get to this doctor? I really don't know how to get to this doctor. Maybe 4. Ashtray. That's new. The record. For the record. Alright, let's see let's see around. I haven't been here before. The trowel. Alright, let's see what's again. The record. Hey, music. Let me go back. The goggles. It's new. Back at the sandwich. The microphone. So, here we are. Kentucky, Route 0. Going in literal circles because we're lost. I have no idea what we're doing. I have no clue of how to get anywhere or anything. The mic is what I'm using right now to speak to you. But yeah, no, I'm lost. I think I'm gonna hit the sleep. I'm gonna hit the sleep button. I don't know what the sleep button's gonna do. But maybe it's a reset. Because I am all sorts of lost. And the goggles is not helping. But I'm refraining from pushing the button. I pushed the button. Hey, I'm kinda tired of it, man. Want me to take the whiff from it? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Go to sleep. Take a nap. So yeah, I brought us back to the bureau. Now, how do I get to the doctor? I don't know. It was supposed to be easy? Oh no, we might have done it again. Alright, we're at the bureau. Good. Go here. A192. Yeah, tendon. So that's that. Back on the 6.5. I see the pipe organ, of course, of course. Oh, it's the staircase. The fuck is the staircase? The projector? What are we projecting? The bell. For whom it does it toll? I'm out of here. Nope. The tree. I'm in all these places I never hit before. There's so many. There's so many combinations and such. Not the sprocket. The anchor. The bicycle. Oh wait, the feather. 31. Springs, but I'm smoothing. Rest my leg in the water. Night stars. Feels all nice. Charlotte's homework. I have no idea where the truck went. The truck kept moving on without me. I'm straight in a full small egg caught again. Where am I? Rest my leg. But the nest. The tunnels. Climb down into the darkness. Climb down. We're going down, down. Gray furred cats sit on a piece of driftwood, tails coiled. They regard the intruder for north and return to their indifferent leisure. They're the cats, am I right? Surely the ones who will inherit the earth. When we turn around, am I supposed to turn around with the feather to go back? If I recall. But oh, the talon. I remember that. Talon's scary. I remember reading about it. Alright, so we go from nest to talon, then you go past talon back to the nest. I have no idea. I can look. I don't want to anymore. I'm so lost. I just want to continue, man. And yeah, the birdhouse. Where's the doctor? All I want is the doctor. Point me in the direction of the dock. I sure would like to get my leg fixed up. It'd be real swell if my leg was in a better state. Let's see here. Reset. Alright. The set has been back at a sandwich. So I'm sure you guys know exactly where you're going. Yeah, you had no issues. You know exactly where you're supposed to be going. You have it all down to a T. I don't. I'm lost as fuck. I just want to get to the doctors. I don't know how to get to the doctors. I have no idea. Act 2, Scene 4. It's because I came back here. So yeah, I didn't like do anything. But I guess it's just counting it as the next scene when I do make it back. So it seems. I sure would like to get this leg taken care of, but I have no idea how to get. Anyway, I'm just gonna bash you. I have no idea how to get to the doctor. Not a clue. Dun, dun. Yeah, the other clerks. They're not our tribes. It's not here. Don't know how to do anything because technically I'm in the system now, or like how's this work? How does this work? The music is cheerful and also tiny. I kind of want to go to the bear's room a little bit, but I'm also like, there's no reason for me to go to the bear's room. Oh, she's not here. Yeah, I guess I gotta talk to Marianne. I guess I gotta give Marianne the stuff. Great. Lobby, please. Guess I gotta give Marianne the thing since we found the paper. Even Rick's gone. What are they gonna do with Rick being gone? The pain in my leg. I have no idea how to get to this end. No clue how to get to the doctor. I sure would love to. I sure would love to get to the doctor, but I have no idea how to. Can you tell us how to get this? We're looking for Dr. Truman. Or this is a neighborhood just outside of the bowling green. Get on 65. Oh, okay. Or I was running around, but turns out I couldn't have gotten there because it's the next place I gotta go after this. Of course it was. Get on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Oh, Of course, of course. So I'm gonna, yeah. Now it's here. I just, had to continue. That's what I mean. You guys do this all the time, right? You've played Skyrim, Cyberpunk, any of those varying games where there's all this space that you can explore and such. You had to check. You have to go back. You gotta look. You gotta look around. You gotta see just in case. Maybe you just miss it, right? And then you spend 30, 40 minutes, and then you realize that you just talked to that one person that you avoided talking to because you wanted to check everything else, and then they're like, hey, here's the location, and now you can get there. That's just video games, right? Right, guys? That's just video games. Alright, let's go southwest, take a right past the observatory. We're good. Hey. Oh. This is southwest, right? I'm guessing that's the observatory? I don't know if it's up or down, to be honest. I drilled, it was probably up. Is that it? Palm Spring, Mount Olive, Glasgow. That's an observatory, I believe. Is this going north? My directions are ass. Alright, okay. Get on 65 going southwest. Southwest. Take a right just past the observatory. Should be here. Just before the river. Continue north. So, right here. Continue this way then? North? This is north. Traffic jam. Yeah, no, most of the drivers in line are reading magazines. What am I talking about? Conway taps on a window, trying to get another woman's attention. She snaps awake suddenly but ignores him, focusing on a point just ahead of the highway. The road ends abruptly. A small crew of highway maintenance workers have been laying down a 10-foot stretch of road. They complete their project and step out of the way. The traffic briefly resumes. The cars stop again. The maintenance workers begin on the next section. Okay, Old Bowling Green Road. This is where we're supposed to be. Also, what the hell? That was Old Bowling Green Road. That's where I was supposed to be here, right? Bowling Green Road? This Rocky Hill Road? Fenley Road? All these roads? I just keep... Come on, is that where Lula works? She lives on the street? This is why I can't do road trips. I can't do road trips. I can't drive anywhere I've never been to before without GPS. I'm lost. I have no clue how to get anywhere. And to be honest, if I don't know where to go there, I'm just not gonna go. Right? Hey, it's supposed to be you there. Hey, I'm not showing up. I was like, what? Why? Because I looked at it. That shit was confusing. I said, nope, not driving. Right? You gotta come pick me up. And that is the way it has been and will always be. I don't care who you are. If I can't figure out how to get there, or like I look at it and it's like it's gonna take me a long period of time to get there, I'd rather not. I would rather not. Where the is this doctor? I did it. I did this. I got on 65 going southwest. I took a right just past the observatory before the river. And I said continue north. I did that. Right, like this is it. That, as I'm concerned, this is the river. Turn right. Or does it want right, like right this way and around? Is this what it means by right? Okay. I was like, I guess this would mean right, like I'm coming from that way, right? But right not as my view, but from truck view, of course, yes. Neighborhood of the Addison Lewis car has been demolished, and this place is a large museum still partially under construction. So it's a museum now. Act 2, Scene 5, which it probably shouldn't be. I feel like they just add an extra scene if it just takes a while to get places. Because I feel like if I leave and come back, it'll be scene like 6 and then 7, and it'll just keep going up. Blue! Oh yeah, he was talking to his dog. Guy was a weirdo. Because he's talking to his dog? That doesn't seem weird. You see, he got tall, kind of stooped over, limping back, looking like an old drunk if you ask me. I bet they were both drunks, breaking in here looking for a place to sleep at all. I just feel bad for the old dog getting dragged all over a couple of drunks. Old dog, like, he says, fuck this person. Yeah, be careful with the frogs. They're gonna give you warts. And I want warts. I think they're beautiful. That's not true. I just assumed they were from the power company. You know that they're all human and to mess with this. How'd they get in? Must have been one of the kids who left the front door unlocked. Something's gotta be done. They run around like animals. You know, a floor left a can of soda on top of my shelter door, and I almost killed myself sleeping on sticky mess the next morning. Something's gotta be done. The technology is crazy. Personally, I don't really. What's over here? Oh, that's the truck. Maybe there's something else around here. So this was Dr. Truman's place, but now it's a museum. So why? Why? Okay, can't go that deep. Yeah. Alright. Doesn't look like there's much else. So I'll head out of here. Now yeah, they walked around in a circle. I don't know what the drunkards there. That's who they are. Just walking around, being all drunk and stuff. All right. This on? No. Well, what the? What the? Where the? Enhance. Where am I supposed to go? There's no doctor in the house, or does the doctor work here at the museum now? That wasn't exactly what I wanted, but yeah. That's where inside. That's what I need some umbrella for. It's raining inside. It's raining inside? Oh. Who's that? Child? I was pointing at the empty cabin and they came by. They asked about Dr. Truman. I know where he went, but I didn't tell them. Are you talking about anything else? They asked me about my parents and I told them they were upstairs in the greenhouse. Do you want to hear a weird story? Of course I do. The old man asked me about the cabin. He said it looked like another house he knew and he wanted to know where it came from. I told him nobody lived there, so he went inside. He took a long time to explain. When he came back out, he told me all about it. What did you find in the cabin? He went upstairs and he also looked around the other rooms. I played with the dog. What's the dog like? Her name is Blue and I fed her some crackers. She drools a lot. Now the part that is weird. He said he went to the basement. The cabin doesn't have a basement. He said he found a secret door in the floor. Then he found a rope leading down a long pit and he climbed down. Oh. It was so long his arms were very tight and he fell in the dark. The walls were covered in glowing moss. He used the light of the moss to find a lake at the bottom of the pit. He's a good swimmer. He knows his leg is busted. He said later. In one of our several ways. And he died down there. Alright. So, can I go back here? I can go back here. So, I sure would love to see the doctor. Uh-oh, that sign. Exhibit. The kid went back inside. Why well, to get some real chickens in that coop? Do some homesteading, none of the folks that live off the land, you know what I mean? Sure, we'll look into it. Yeah, of course. That's exactly what we'll do. The dog was in nearly as bad shape as the old man, just sort of struggling along. They found some treats and dog had exhibit that seemed to cheer them up a bit. Hey, see, Blue's always getting treats. I think you need to get some real horses in the stable. Do you like horses? Not anymore. Now I like jungle cats. You should get some real panthers in the stable. You should get some real panthers up in there. It's like, what? Can I go over here? Does not seem like it. We're definitely doing a lot of walking around on a bad leg, looking for a doctor that apparently no one wants to tell me where they are or how to get to them. Let's see if we can't hit up the other side. What's over here? I guess they must have gone through some papers here. It was in some disarray in a few folders and pulled out and left on the table. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I only noticed because Diane's such a stickler. She's real organized, I mean. What folders are we looking at? Mostly stuff about building sites, I guess. They had a list of all the homes we relocated here, a list of original residents before we leveled the neighborhood. I guess they were looking for one of the old residents. They pulled out a list of the folk who didn't take the offer, folks who moved elsewhere, but they filed that back out of order, so I guess they didn't find what they were looking for there. Hey, while I have you here, work's kind of slowed down, and it seems like, I don't know you folks know what you're doing, but it seems like the residents are just kind of settling in. That's the idea. Yeah, I get that. Just how about that roof, huh? You just write us a check, and we'll finish it right up. I know you on the museum thing going on, but you don't want to be slumlords now. No, we want to be slumlords. Old house turned into a museum. All this stuff. Yeah, they came by and knocked on the window. We had a bit of a talk through the glass. I would have come out, but you know, shady characters. They seem suspicious. I already told you, weirdos walking around door to door asking about Dr. Truman this late at night. I told them what I know, but in this brother, what do you know about Dr. Truman? I told him he moved in here with the rest of us when you folks bought up the neighborhood, and one day his house was gone. That's all I know about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I don't want to talk about it. He was just gone one day. What was done? Yeah, we'll start here. You know, at first I thought it might be Hudson walking out to visit. I heard him walking on his boat just a bit earlier before storm settled. But then I saw the strangers limping gay and the young woman with them, and I knew it couldn't be. I invited them in for a glass of bourbon, which they politely declined, so I just talked to them about the porch for a bit. Oh, what was it? What was she like? What the hell is going on down here? Get a room, you two! Holy shit! No! No! In front of... Come on. Fucking freaks. They have some shady weirdos. They were hollering at the empty tent you folks have on display. Hey, if you ever need to stay in there, I've been on worse positions. Blue is right there. Oh, what the hell is this? I heard them banging around out there and I just stayed quiet. I don't know what they wanted. I just put my headphones and I tried to ignore them to tell you the truth. Can I go over here? Does not seem like it. Can we go over here? Also does not seem like it. Well... I don't know if there's anything else or like anywhere else. It doesn't, you know. So let's stop back here. It would seem. Well, I don't think we're supposed to go in here. Going up. Will you watch the truck? What? Oh, no, never mind, Blue. You're coming with us. We gotta find Dr. Truman. Right, they said we're gonna continue things. We got a lot of acts, you know, to go to, so I know you kind of need. They wouldn't come in just rushing around. You could tell they were worn, it was late at night, but just rushing around. Well, there was some urgency to the older man's injuries, so it's understandable. How was he injured? His leg, his twist or something. He held it while he walked and it made this painful sound in his throat. Oh, how? I don't know. I didn't ask. It would have been rude, I think. But we just don't know. I suppose we never will. I'm just walking around. So he turned this museum into a housing complex, basically. I heard a shot from downstairs, an old man sewing in the rain. I stayed inside with the lights off. There's no sense in my getting involved. Alright. What the fuck is that? Do you see it? That fucking AC-130 sized bald eagle. I didn't see or hear things all night. I was in the back doing inventory. The 30 his hammers in, but I heard from some of the other neighbors that they weren't up to any harm, just passing through. Oh, ever heard just pick up a cage? Yeah, just Ezra. I saw you folks drive up. I like your truck. What kind of truck is that? We got a couple of them in the shop. There's the only one that runs. Oh yeah, well the truck you got to keep it up, and that's why my and Julian don't use the truck. We just carry the house. You carry the house. Yeah, who's Julian? Julian's my brother, and he's a lot bigger and stronger, and he has more feathers than me, but he's still my brother. Well, where do you take the houses? Me and Julian take them out to the forest every night, and then we bring them back at dawn before the museum opens. Is Dr. Truman in the forest? Yes, ma'am. He's out in the forest. Me and Julian took him out there a few nights ago, and he didn't want to come back. He lives there all the time now. The museum is an okay place to live in the daytime, but it's no good at night. Folks just can't sleep in a place like this, so when they do, it gives them nightmares. So we take him out to the forest to sleep, and then bring him back in the morning. Yep, I'm getting pretty tired myself. He hurt his leg. We're looking for Dr. Truman to help him out. Can you tell me how to get there? You have to follow the Green River way out east, and then hop over Lake Cumberland. The roads don't go there. But me and Julian can take you. We're just about to go anyway. I just gotta call him over. Bird call. Yeah! What? he just swooped in and just took us. With all our umbrellas and everything. What the fuck? That would be some terrifying ass shit. Muffled Wing Street, Green River. What is it? On this side of the museum looks like a blocky crater slowly falling with the rain. The diner. All night diner by the side of the road. The lights are on. Oh, I get that. Hey, the oil shop. An angle of the building looks strange, now straight like a pilot and buttons. Alright, what am I doing? The farmhouse, hey. An angle of farm is invisible among the trees, an indication of Conway Shane's memories. Small figure. I thought you guys saying the guitar case full of clothes by a small shape. A dog? I said, oh, I know that place. The bait shop. Large around bait shop. Signs vaulted above the man at Denshy Bar. Bright with unsteady light from the window in the shop's back room. Where are we going? I forgot where we're going. Take me to the church. There's a pitch roof and 3-story spire. A large LED turned parking lot. Behind the church, several dusty metal trash cans, a few of which are open. We did search in that dungeon a little bit, I remember. I don't quite remember where we're supposed to be going. I did not pay enough attention. So we're going to a forest, that's right. I don't know where the forest is. And I'm kind of interested just to see what else we see from this view. Elkhorn Vine. Above a huge line down wooden lattice from the edge of the vine entrance. Oh, the Green River. Oh yeah, supposed to go past the Green River. Past Cumberland Lake. Don't know exactly where Cumberland Lake is, but this is the river, and I'm gonna guess that's the lake. Yep. Shadow figure drives up the lake, still slants out, blue turn and charges like out of view. Is this a follow the river? Or it's like kind of pay attention. It's like past the river, past Cumberland Lake, but alright, so it's not that way. Because that's also Green River. I don't know if that's Cumberland Lake or if that's a different lake. Is the problem. There's like, is this Cumberland Lake? This is like Cumberland. Okay. So we're looking for a forest in a lake. There's a swamp. This is where the area for as far as rushing obscure streets, affluent houses, particularly now. Alright, so this is Lake Cumberland. This is the Cumberland River, this is the Green River. So the forest is supposed to be on the other side of this. So the other side this way? Oh, there it is. The forest. We just picked up in a giant fucking bird. Act 2, scene 6. Just get dropped out of the forest. And I guess they come back in the morning to take them back and stuff, so that's how we can get back into the truck. But we'll be here overnight. Which we might need to, maybe treat it. Cicadas and nocturnal birds sing. What the hell is this? Oh! Oh yeah, sure. Real quick. Hold up. Boy, is it gonna take it either? yeah, I can't take. I'll take a bit whatever. I don't think that's a good idea. Just take some strain off your life for a moment, and we'll keep going. Why is this delivery so important to you? Because it's my last delivery. Oh, you're retiring or something? Or sorry. No, it says closing the show. I'm actually concerned because of this music going on. Because I don't know if that's good. What's gonna do with these people? I bet you were pretty wild when you were younger. Fuck you anyway. Thumbnail. Oh. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Shouldn't be much farther now. I think I can see where the settlement ends over here. Forest full of shadows. The moonlight helps close to the city, so you know moonlight like this, it's all get washed out, light pollution, you know? I guess it's still there, you just can't see it. How are you feeling? Yep, I gotta get back to work. We're almost there. We'll get you patched up and back in the truck. We can handle this. Blue! I think Blue's here. Also, I have no idea if this music is good or not. You ever been over to the lake? I went over there once with my folks. I got in trouble for swimming too far. Those were the days! Off we go! What the? Man, all this music. Do you have any family you're close with? Brother or sister? Kids? Just Lisette's family, I guess. Oh yeah? Husband? Bunch of kids? How's Rhaenyra and I were friends. Oh yeah, you mentioned him. Your old boss. Fierce temper, hard working, out this boot shot kind of guy, right? I'm turning incense. I guess I was always closest with Weaver, as close as someone can get with a girl like that. She was always on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up and everyone else was so busy. When she disappeared, I got pretty angry, and I guess I just stayed that way. I never really understood her, but I knew her. It's lonely without someone like that around. Sorry, I am. You're a good listener. Blue! I bet you come from a big family of dogs. I have a pretty good sized family too, I guess. Right now, all I need is Julia. Keep on running! Oh man, this whole shit's getting censored. Nope. He's inside with Dr. Truman. Come in. Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks don't watch TV, but I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks too. I fix TVs, you know. Whoa, cool. A TV scientist? I bet you make a lot of money. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of those houses, but it made them worried all the time. Then the bank took it back. I had to sleep at the bus station, but I couldn't ever get to sleep, so I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. We flew really far and we never got lost, but when we came back in the morning, they were all gone. Did they lock you? I don't think so. All our stuff was still there. Maybe they got lost somewhere. Let's go see what's on TV. So we went out flying one night with Julian and he came back. All your stuff was there, but they were gone. So they just up and disappeared. But, And yeah, I think during that exit interview is when I really realized how badly they had me. But how else can you pay for medical school? I have college friends with debts that you can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to sell painkillers on the side or something. Or, you know, some kind of administrative thing. I don't know. I haven't seen what arthritis did to my grandmother and my best friend in high school destroy his wrist building synthesizers. I mean, he was like 17. Elements of the joints and limbs just seem important to me. I hope that answers your questions. Getting a scholarship with that pharmaceutical company had a lot of strings attached, but at least I have somewhere to practice, and even if I have to follow their market trends a bit. And hey, thanks to all those seminars, I'm an expert in the medical uses of Neurofine TM. It's not so bad. So how about that leg? What happened exactly? It was too dark to tell, really. I really couldn't see. Somewhere around the dark. Hey, you might have just twisted on something, right? Let's take a look. He's like, we gotta amputate that leg. Don't worry. It's about to quote Ramblers. What are you singing about? Singing about hard times. Yeah, everybody's got a pretty rough these days. Even if you just want to go home, you'll have problems. It'll be too dark and you get seen. Maybe I'll stay in line. Maybe you'll be okay. Your friend's in pretty bad shape, isn't he? He sure isn't in great shape. And man, there's so much music that I'm just like, oh, I wonder what I replace this with. Tell me what I replace this with if you fuck with it. But it's nothing we can handle. We might have a few things in the future, but be gentler with the leg or the way you carry me. But you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So the anesthetic we'll use is called neuropain. Yep, it's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like yours. The way it works is I'll count backwards from 5 to start the process. Then we'll just have a normal conversation as the neuropain team kicks in. Then I'll get started. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's talk about billing for a moment. The pharmaceutical company I contacted will originally require our recovery is differentiation for billing and revenue, so it's a bit complex now. Oh no. That medication hit in strong and that shit hit fast. Oh no. Where am I? Oh. I once had some medication that did some shit like this to me before. And I had to get off that shit. That's sometimes, you know, it just doesn't mix well. And you get something else. So, you know, if you're taking medication, make sure you need to take the right medication because shit gets wonky real quick. End of Act 2. And I guess that's how it ends. Us tripping the fuck out on some experimental meds that were given to us by a doctor we've been searching for forever. Just so that we can get to walking, so we can finally get this last delivery before the antique shop goes up. You know, one last job. But that was that. We got kind of lost on the way, and like I said, I swear, it's if you have that sort of I gotta check every little thing, every location for any sort of extra little tidbit of something thing that I have in spades. So much I could definitely lend you some, and I'd still be pretty set for a good amount of time. But yeah, no, we kind of got lost, and the sauce just going around because there's so many different. I'm gonna call them kind of like constellational locations. It was really kind of cool to see, right, and all that. So secret tourism locations that they had. But I guess that's the end of that. We hit limits and demonstrations as well as Act 2. So next time we'll start with the entertainment and go into Act 3. You continue the search for this dog drive that apparently must have been either renamed or is in a dogwood that's possibly been renamed or is not there after a bunch of locations, I guess, having the exact same street names. Almost no one seems to know where it is or how to get there. But we will tackle that next time. I'm SS Cannon. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you look forward to the next one. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. But I will see you next time. Later.